Asante. Tumekusanyika hapa leo tarehe 16 mwezi wa 5 mwaka 2023 kwa masaa haya tukiwa ushirika wa wachungaji Taita Taveta. Mimi naitwa Askofu Gideon Mwandango wa kanisa la PEFA. Lengo kubwa la mkutano huu, tunaomba serikali kwamba watuachie nafasi tujiangalie sisi wenyewe badili ya wao kuturegulate. Hilo ni embu letu ambalo tunaliweka katika serikali ya Kenya. Asante.
My name's Bishop Samuel Obiero. We are gathered here as the Board of Christ and the CCAK to request the government. The church should be left alone to regulate herself, not to be regulated by the government, because somebody who doesn't know what the church is all about cannot regulate the church. It's a humble request. Our president, we heard you talk the other day that you will allow the church to self-regulate. So it's our prayer that the church should be allowed to regulate herself, and then the commission that you set, at least involve the Pentecostal churches, the charismatic leaders, to take part in that, so that the church should be safe and be guided according to the word of God. Thank you.
Okay, I'm Bishop Hudson Deda, the National Chairman, Church and Clergy Association of Kenya. We are meeting here so that we can discuss about the arising matters in this country, and particularly what happened at Shakahola. We sympathize with those families that lost their loved ones, and we want to congratulate the government on the efforts they're making down there in saving the lives of those who are still stuck in the forest, and even the exhuming of the bodies, so that the family members can be able to identify with their loved ones, and so that they can go and bury them. We also want to talk about the task force that was formed by the president, and we really want to continue insisting that it is important that the president or the government expands the team so that they can also get some umbrella body leaders to be included in that team, because we are representing pastors and we know their needs. But then we also appreciate that Bishop Mark is there. And why I'm saying that, it is because in 2014, when Githu Muigai tried to muzzle the church, we were with him in these struggles, and he knows exactly what the church needs. We want nothing less than self-regulation. The government should stop interfering with matters religious in this country. They cannot advise us on religious matters. We are the ones to advise the government. So we have not changed our mind. We are still on self-regulation. That is what we are looking for. And in fact, if they hear us, then there is no need to have a task force to talk on this matter. We are also aware that the former AG, Mr. Githu Muigai, had come up with some tough laws that we rejected in 2014. So we want to caution the current Attorney General, Honorable Muturi, please, we are advising you, don't bring back those laws. We are aware of what is happening. We want to tell you that your office should respect the freedom of worship in this nation. And if you bring those laws, we know them. We will reject them just like we rejected them last time. We know what Githu Muigai was for, and that is where we differed. We want self-regulation. We want to reject any manner of interference on religious matters. And we know that the church has enough enemies outside there. Every time when we have such a thing that has happened, like in Shakahola, like it happened in 2014, they generalize the church, they generalize the Kilagis in this nation. That is very wrong. That is very wrong. Because not every servant of God is rogue. What do you do when you have rogue teachers? What do you do when you have rogue doctors? What do you do when you have rogue lawyers? What do you do when you have rogue journalists? You deal with a particular case. It is very wrong. It is very wrong to generalize the church and the clergy in this nation because of what is happening in Shakahola. Mackenzie has a name, and his name is not church. His name is not pastors. His name is Mackenzie. And so the government should take action against him. We don't agree with what he did. In any case, Mackenzie was not running a church. So it is even wrong to talk about a church because of Mackenzie. Mackenzie was running a cult. There is no church that can kill people. There is no church that can do what happened in Shakahola. So we urge the government to deal with Mackenzie as an individual. We have all said we don't agree with that. We have all said what happened was not right, and the country has enough laws to deal with him. Finally, there is no need for more regulations to regulate the church. The church is already regulated under Societies Act at the AG. So what they need to do is to allow the umbrella bodies to come up with a mechanism of self-regulation so that we can handle our issues by ourselves. Thank you so much.